I'm Sharon Vilby, and this is Art Markets from FNDATA. We take a weekly look at the global art markets within the context of the broader economy. Last week, we closed the spring season at $1.8 billion across the New York sales, led by a Jackson Pollock at $181 million. This week, a different work by the same artist did not sell. On June 2nd, Sotheby's in New York attempted a private sale of Pollock's number 19, 1951, an oil and enamel work. According to Artforum, the sale failed to launch. The painting is owned by dealer Arne Glimcher and was priced at around $50 million. It did not find a buyer. The result sits against a strong May season. Those headline totals were carried by a small number of guaranteed trophy lots. A privately marketed Pollock from a leading dealer, stalling at $50 million, is a direct read on the demand at the top of the market. It also lands in an active debate about the gallery model. Artnet reported last week that Pace Gallery is cutting roughly 50 artists from its roster, and that chief executive Marc Glimcher called the mega gallery model unfixable. Artnet is now asking whether that model is collapsing, and reports that Asia's art market is recalibrating, with India gaining share. The pressure in this market is concentrated at the top, with the 8-figure trophy tier and the mega galleries built to sell it. Our second story is one of the largest public art commissions in the United States. The Obama Presidential Center opens in late June in Jackson Park on Chicago's South Side. The $850 million campus, designed by Todd Williams Billy Shen Architects, is built as a community center as much as a presidential library. It has a museum tower, nicknamed the Obamalisk, alongside an NBA regulation basketball court, a branch of the Chicago Public Library, a playground, and public gardens. The art program is substantial, with more than 28 commissioned contemporary works. Among them are Mark Bradford's City of the Big Shoulders, a 3-story painting of Chicago, Jack Pearson's Hope in marquee letters at the museum entrance, and Idris Khan's Sky of Hope, a text installation drawn from President Obama's 2015 Selma speech. There is also a tapestry by Nick Cave and Marie Watts, blending Indigenous and Black community histories, and works by Carrie-Mae Weems, Janet Holzer, Theaster Gates, Lorna Simpson, and Maya Lin. The curatorial team is led by Virginia Shore, Crystal Moten, and Louise Bernard. The center is also drawing scrutiny. Hyperallergic notes concerns on the South Side over gentrification and the open question of whether the campus will meet its commitments to the surrounding community. Christie's has announced a single-owner collection coming to market with outstanding works from the collection of the Honorable Patrick and Lady Amabel Lindsay to be offered across 6 specialist sales between June and October. Single-owner collections with clear provenance have continued to draw competitive bidding throughout the year, even as the open trophy market has softened. A new online platform, Leonardo-Theca, launched this week. For the first time in more than 400 years, it reunites Leonardo da Vinci's Codex Atlanticus with a second collection of his writings and drawings digitally. The institutions involved are retaining intellectual ownership of the digital reconstruction. As scholarship and access move online, control of the digital rights to cultural assets is becoming a distinct question, and museums are moving to keep that value in-house. We have several museum developments this week. In Mexico City, the Museo de Dolores Olmedo has reopened after a 6-year closure, during which plans were floated to relocate its holdings. The museum holds the world's largest collection of Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera works. Frida Kahlo's work rarely comes to auction, so a flagship public collection returning online refreshes scholarship and attention around her work. In Cincinnati, the new Photo Focus Center has opened, giving the city's photography biennial a permanent home. And in Italy, art workers have announced a nationwide strike. The artist Julio Leparc has died in Paris on May 30th at the age of 97. The Franco-Argentinian was a pioneer of kinetic and op art, and the last surviving co-founding member of the Groupe de Recherche d'Art Visuel. Today in New York, Sotheby's holds the art and design sale of the Barbara Gladstone collection, The Estates of the Late Gallerist. That's it on art markets for today, Tuesday, June 9th. I'm Sharon Abobi from Alt FNDATA. Closing prices this evening at 5 p.m. Eastern, and open bid returns tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe or follow us for notifications, and please give us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Thank you for listening.